Welcome back, everyone. It's a tier 8 game on Malanovka. I'm in my tier 7 light tank, the M41 Bulldog, and our team's ELC has just declared that he's going to try and run the southern road to try and gain an advantage over the other team. And I decided, you know what? I think I'll just go with him. Because frankly, 2 scouts going down there is way better than 1. Because if something bad happens to one of us, well, hopefully that means the other one will make it through and will help spot out the enemy team. This is one of those weird cases where we're both good tanks for the job, but not the right tank, not the perfect tank for the job. He's so tiny, he's easy for him to make it through, but he has so few hit points if he's hit. He's gonna die. He also has no turret and no gun depression. I've got the gun depression, I got the turret, but I'm big. This is a very big tank. I mean, it's got almost as big as an IS-3 in the game. So it's a very, very big tank. But here we are. We both managed to make it through very, very quickly. And he has to use the bushes right here to keep his gun on the level. But I can come over here to this spot and use my excellent gun depression to pop up and just take people out. So 18-15, rather nasty premium TD. Very, very few hit points for some reason. And although it's a decently armored machine, this thing comes with APCR standard. And as a result, I have 175mm penetration. I'll have a hard time shooting through his front. But his flanks and rear, may as well not. Very, very skinny. So here we are. Bang, shot on the front, didn't do anything. But I'm not shooting at him because I'm expecting damage. I'm shooting at him to keep his attention and make him ready to fire. Keep him away while this IS-3 moves forward. Very bold IS-3 player. Taking advantage of the distraction myself and the ELC are generating to close the distance to IS-3 fighting range, and then start trying to work over that AT-15A. As you can see, the enemy artillery knows what I'm up to, and he wants very, very badly to get me out of play. I'm sitting here threatening the AT-15, but I don't really want to come up when his gun's pointing at me. Fortunately, I didn't see he's turning to the IS-3. I'm able to pop out, damage him just enough to make it an easy kill for the IS-3. Now, like I said, the artillery's looking at me. I decided to come down here and make it look like, you know, I'm just trying to make myself a difficult target. ELC manages to take out the Nashorn, but then in turn is taken out by a T-34. And now there's an AT-15 down there. He's been trapped. He's got his little weak point sticking up right here, and I try shooting him a couple times. Unfortunately, he vanishes. For some odd reason, I can't relight him because of the bushes right there. IS-3 takes it instead to get him relit. I come back up. He gets a big hit to the AT-15, and I start picking on his exposed weak point. That one bounces, unfortunately, so I don't get the kill, but that's okay. AT-15 gets him. And now we're up 4-1. But if you saw back there, the IS-3 took a big hit for 800 damage from something. I'm telling myself, I think it's an ISU somewhere nearby. So I start coming here, and I'm zigzagging, and oh, look, an ISU. Here, dude. You're pretty quick for a tank destroyer. You're not nearly quick enough to deal with a circling Bulldog that's gotten too close. I can even stop a little bit here, slow down, and shoot him once before continuing around the windmill to make sure that he doesn't get his gun on me. End up directly behind him. Nothing he can do about it. Hit for the go backwards and get the kill shot. Awesome. Alright, zigzag a little bit. Come over here to a building for some hard cover. You can see the enemy team has swept over the hill because pretty much my entire team is crossing the field. And come looking this way to see if I can spot anything. There might be a hiding down in those bushes. Spot the enemy M40. Delicious. Shoot. Bounce on him? Okay. Well, these things happen, I guess. Probably just shot him in the gun or something silly like that. And now I'm going to go over and check those woods thoroughly for enemies. Because it's pretty clear my team has taken their base, whereas friendly team is fair. Ooh, T-34 spotted to the north. I'm not even bother pretending. I think I'm going to just get into the trees here and try and find some cover. That's a very big gun over there. There's a T-34 too, though, that's also rushing with me. Oops, I ran to the end of the world by accident. Start putting shells in the T-34. I'm not expecting too much damage while shooting on the move like this, but sometimes it's the best thing you can do. Spot a T-29 coming down from above. Spot an SU-100Y that's overlooking all this. T-342 is taken out. Now I've got a good position on the T-34. He turns to start confronting me and gets taken out beside turret. And now I'm just spotting all these guys, and I realize I've got to go full evasive. I don't stand any chance of surviving in the next few seconds. Zigzagging back and forth like a boss, just trying to be a hard target. Get the S101. Look at this when I try and get a lock on him. Finally get it, and even successfully score a hit at full speed. Keep right on trying. Don't care if I'm missing lock. The ammunition on this thing is cheap. Alright, awesome. Just a T-29 left down there. He's good spots. Oh, we lost him, but that's okay. Because, yep, Bulldog view range. Bring him right back in. And managed to track him on the move with that shot, which guarantees his swift demise at the hands of my team around the base. The T-29 is not terribly pleased about this. Thinks we're all cheating, but no, it's not cheating. It's not BS. It's Bulldog. This tank is just patently unfair. It's a light tank that can pretend it's a medium tank. Has a gun that just chews on things. Has the speed to go where it's needed. The view range to spot everything. The only thing it's really missing is armor. So at this point I'm hunting the last two enemy tanks. I know the T-71's near the base. The M41 was last seen up there, but now he's going to respawn over here. Do a bang old turn right here and head over to see if we can intercept him. T-71 is threatening the base, but there's both an AT-15 and a Tiger 1 looking at him. I come up here and go, oh, hey, look at this. Render range. I can shoot the T-71. Watch this. Gun, not hyper accurate, but more than accurate enough. I'm going to sit here. Bam, take the T-71 out. And now I'm looking for that MZ8. There he is, less than one shot left, but my team has finished capping the base. And that ends the game with just that unfortunate EZ8 still alive on the enemy team. So this is just, I think, a good demonstration of the speed, flexibility, and firepower of the Bulldog. Now let's go and check out those post-game stats. So here's the post-game stats for the game you just watched. It is another first-class badge for this tank, which is, I think, saying something about how powerful this tank is, that I can pull up a game like this and it's still only a first-class badge. Managed to get Confederate, because as you can see, I managed to do a little damage here and there to several tanks. Only tank I really got any sustained fire on, actually, was the T-71 and the ISU 152. But I managed to do 2,724 spine damage and 2,314 actual damage while racing around in this absolutely troll-tastic little tank, along with getting some of those neat little badge things. So this is just an example of what this tank is doing. You see some of these tanks I was spotting damage on. Some of these I only got like, a few hundred spotting damage on each one, though I think I did get all of the spotting damage on that T-29. But never single case, keeping stuff spotted was what helped my team kill things, and of course is how the Bulldog gets a good sized chunk of its experience. Moving on to the next screen right here, easily the most dominant tank on the team, 1,410 base XP with 2,314 damage done. I actually do more damage than anyone else on either team. Even though I spend most of the battle just, plinking a shot here or there into every single enemy tank, it ends up adding up really, really quickly because of the rate of fire and accuracy of the M41 Bulldog's gun. And I'm using the non-autoloader. A lot of people are using the autoloaders on this thing. I actually prefer the little single-shot gun so that I can remain stuck in while racing around spotting enemy tanks. I don't have to worry about running out of ammunition. So IS-3, even though he took that big hit, managed to come in second overall on my team and managed to survive the match. Several other very, very notable totals here. Our Indian Panzer was one of the guys trying to hold the far flank, did a really good job. Even though he did kill him, he managed to do 1,400 damage first, and then that Tiger 1 and the AT-15 combined to keep the last few enemy tanks off the base while we cleared house on the south and east side of the map. Moving on to the final screen right here. Just some information. 38 shots fired. I fired away most of my regular ammunition. Only 24 hit because, shooting on the move, usually not the best idea. And then, of course, a bunch of those bounced off. 6 shells just bounced off of things because I was shooting a lot of very heavily armored targets from different directions. Still managed to rack up a very respectable, 2,300 damage. 649 was actually, quote-unquote, sniping damage from over 300 meters. Actually, just flat out was the first to spot 4 enemy vehicles. But managed to damage 8 and destroy 2 of those 8. 2,724 spine damage mentioned earlier. Traveled just over 4 kilometers for very, very solid distance in a mere 6.5-minute match, and managed to come out with 52,000 base credits for a total of 42,000 in income on I felt a very respectable game. And because it was my daily double on a premium account, I managed to pull off a total of 4,230 XP to go into getting my crew on their second set of skills. Anyways, I hope you folks all enjoyed that game, and we'll see you next time. Good game, and good night.